What's up, YouTube? Tiffy Stacey here, and this is my first episode of Do You. And this is going to be my inspirational slash advice type piece that I'm going to be doing from now on in conjunction with my hair videos. And to give you a little bit of background on what today's episode is going to be on, it's going to be on about how to find your true self. And to let you know about a little bit about myself, and as far as why I decided to kind of do this video, is that I graduated from Temple University about 5 months ago, and I've been kind of just been focusing on myself and figuring out the things that I like to do. And this doesn't go along with like what I want to do as far as work wise. I already kind of know what I want to do in that field, and I'm just trying to right now just focus on me and the things that I like to do outside of, you know, school and work and all those things. So actually my parents always would tell me when I was growing up that as soon as I got my degree that I was basically free to kind of do whatever I would, you know, want to do. So creatively speaking, that's why another reason why I'm doing these YouTube videos is this is something that I really like doing, and it's fun for me, and I love talking, obviously. But anyway, I came across this list on personaldevelopmentcoach.net, and it gives advice on how to become your true self. So actually I have this list here, and I'm just gonna go through it. So here we go. Alright, so certainly the very first part of this list is stop following others. Now, okay, for everybody, this is kind of a hard thing to do because we all want to be accepted in this world. You know, you want to feel like you're a part of a certain kind of group. But for me, I think that I've always been kind of like a loner, so I don't tend to, this rule doesn't really like apply to me because I don't really follow people. I always kind of follow the things that I like to do, and hey, it's been working for me all this time. So, you know, I love my friends, but I always felt like it's, you know, the things I like to do may be different from what other people like to do. So the second part of this list is to stop seeking approval from others. And this is, yes, of course, another difficult thing to do. And the problem with this is that we always want to, I guess, be the best person that we can be in the eyes of other people, but we just cannot live that way. I feel like with me, because see, here's the thing, before I went to Temple, I went to Kent State University. Shout out to all my Kent State people. I went to Kent State for 2 years, and I will say that my second year there, I was just kind of like not feeling it, and I just was like, I need to make a change. I wanted to always go to school in a big city. Temple's in a big city, and I felt like that might have been the right place for me. And so when I finally told everybody that I was going to go to Temple, and they're like, oh man, why are you doing that? Like, don't you know that's Philadelphia, and like all this other stupid stuff that they were saying to me. And I was just like, you know what, this is what I want to do. I always wanted to go to school out in a big city. And I said, hell with you. Like, I don't care what you guys think. This is my life, and I'm running this. So that was the thing with that. And you know, my parents were also kind of in disagreement with that, and trust me, we had many talks about it, but I was kind of like, you know what, I gotta stay true to what I want to do in my life, and nobody's living it except for me. So that's step number 2. Alright, so step number 3 is do what you like. You know, you're not always going to have friends that are going to want to do the same things that you want to do. So sometimes you might have to go out alone. I mean, because like I said, not everybody's going to like what you want to do. Like for me, I'm really big. I love like the underground hip hop scene. I love it. I always have. And a lot of my friends don't, you know. I mean, that's them. They like a different genre of music. But I've always been into the underground scene. So I felt like I've gone to a lot of shows by myself, and that doesn't bother me. I always usually end up meeting people. So you know, hey, do what you do. Do you. Go out by yourself and see who else you can meet. you know, that might share your interests. All right, as I said in the other one, in step 3, step 4 is develop your own hobbies, and this can go along with what I just said, and it's just mainly just doing things that you like to do. You know, as I said, not everybody's gonna like what you do, so you know, you might have to go and find things out on your own. The next step is, I believe, step 5, and it's never care what others think. Now, this is, honestly, it's a hard thing to do. To a certain extent, you're going to care about what people think. But I think that it gets to a point where you need to kind of care what people think, but also live your life. Don't take everything that they say to heart. You know, their advice, you know, they may think they know you and think they know what's best for you, but they don't. You know, you only know yourself better than basically anybody else. So whatever you feel in your heart is good. And I'm not talking about things that are like, that may physically or emotionally or mentally like harm you, but I'm talking about things that you've always wanted to try, that, you know, everybody's like, oh, that's stupid, like you shouldn't do that, like that's dumb. But you know, hey, just go out and try it. You know, you never know where it could lead you to, so, and how much you may enjoy it. So I say that just, you know, care about people, what people think to a certain extent, but don't let it completely control your life. That's what I'm saying. So the last step is, don't get discouraged if someone else disapproves of what you're doing, and that goes along with what the other step said. You know, I feel like, you know, if you're seeking someone else's advice, then it's okay to take, you know, listen to their advice, but don't let it discourage you. You know, don't. I say if you're feeling like kind of discouraged, you know, just pray on it, and you know, I guess seek God's advice in a way. That's the way I live my life. You know, I always, at the end of the day, if someone's giving me advice, at the end of the day, I have to really think about it and pray that, you know, I receive the proper response in what I should do in a particular situation. And honestly, like, I've always went with my gut instinct, and that's another thing. Go with your gut instinct with whatever you do. If you feel that it's right, and if you're feeling like it's a strong, like you're feeling this strong, yeah, you know, strong feeling from it, then go ahead and do it. You know, I've always done that, and you know, honestly, I have never been wrong when going with that feeling. I've always been pretty right. My gut instinct's always been really right. So just do that, do those tips, and I hope that this kind of worked for you guys. I don't know, this is my first time, and I wanted to, you know, kind of throw that out there because I feel that I've always been true to myself, and I just wanted to let people know that, you know, there's nothing wrong with kind of going against the mode and doing something different with your life. So anyway, actually, if you guys could please, I got my little cards here. If you could please comment, please. I love comments. It may take me the longest time. It might take me like a week to respond, but I always respond because I love comments, and I like, and feel free to ask me any questions. I'm not an expert, but, you know, I could just give you as much advice as possible. And hit me up on Twitter. I'm on Twitter. I got like 10 followers right now. I need to come up in this world. I really don't like Twitter that much, but it, you know, it kind of lets people know like when I have new videos that come up, so I use it for that purpose. And lastly, subscribe. Please subscribe. I'm up to 46, and I'm feeling pretty good. I don't know, maybe I can get to 50, maybe 100, 500, I don't know. But hey, subscribe to me, Tiffy Stacey, of course. And hey, just come back and see me. I'm going to be doing more do you type videos, and I'm also going to be doing my hair videos, of course. So definitely come back, and I'll see you later. Peace.